Just a quick trip for OKC before heading back out on the road this weekend, but to the West Coast as the Thunder come out really small with this lineup, Michael, and there is the tip.
That never wavers and something that the coaching staff never takes for granted, guys.
All right, thank you, Paris. He's been a defensive demon as Buddy Hield from the outside.
That's been one thing, and you're making him take the ball out. I mean, you got to take that ball out all the time. I mean, that creates a lot of nice little flow for you offensively as it just continues with the Thunder. You can't really run the fast break.
There's the modern-day NBA for you as Buddy Hield passed up a layup to get that three outside. Indiana's going to keep the basketball, and there's the lay-in inside. Oh, and then there's a little mistiming there between him and Turner. Another Indiana turnover. Kenrich gave it right back to Giddey. He will stride in for the easy layup.
He's the recipient.
And at some point, one of those defenders is going to have to commit. TJ McConnell, little turnaround.
And he just shredded it with that laser over to Lou Dort.
That's the question. How does a guy get that wide open underneath as the defense once again swarming? Although the ball did pop over to Jackson for the jam.
Certainly, everyone around the NBA has celebrated that today. Play them on Friday night. The Sacramento Kings.
And there's a little hesitation. Energy fluctuating. There's Nembhard now with Wiggins. Wiggins, good defense. Boy, it was with him step for step. That's just a good offensive move.
Yeah, and he wasn't mad at the official. He was mad at his player for missing that.
Wiggins fighting through the contact and the defense inside of Taylor. They got moves out there.
Yeah, absolutely. It was just really a fun trip.
Although we did not know that Jay Will had those moves. There is no doubt about it, as Brissett does. What has Indiana done defensively, Michael, that has switched things up after that quick start?
Well, they got a couple of stops. There's always ebbs and flows in the ball game. And they made their run here in this second quarter. They continue to make it.
Had an outlet in Brissett. Oh, good reach in. Deflection. Up top, it's Turner straight away, and all of a sudden the three's starting to fall for the Pacers.
Well, they're getting good looks now.
Always looking, surveys the floor and finds a little open. Indiana has fought its way back. And Dort looking for a shot and finds it.
Over the last couple of weeks of the season, certainly got through that East Coast swing by playing physical.
Nembhard off of the miss. Man, Nembhard.
Go upset that shot.
Shea, nice pass, little inside-outside game. Dort trying to break down that Indiana defense. Got inside, and that one. The lead to the offense. Shea had the feet set. Too strong on the three. Offensive rebound for a fresh 14. There is Joe. Hill loaded up from the outside and not going to miss. He's been able to get out of the break quite the same as the first. Those Indiana misses. Isaiah Joe strikes again. This time just in front of the Indiana bench. He's got 4 first-half threes. He is just so lethal from the outside. That's now 7 threes going back to the Brooklyn game. Thunder break down that zone defense. There's that patent flash right at the free throw line from Kenrich Williams. Second quarter, Michael, the Thunder came alive thanks to a 13-3 run. Indiana was unsuccessful on that exact same play in the first half.
He's been able to get a consistent good look.
Oh, and Miles Turner racking up the blocks here, has another one. And this time the victim is Jalen Williams.
Second against Clayton.
Shea, little ball fake. That was able to shed. Turner, he couldn't block that shot.
Fouls on that play and forcing them into tough shots.
Giddey with the cut to J-Dub. Had a step on the defense, and he got it right by Nesmith. And here is Indiana quickly with the strike back the other way. That's what they do.
That was on a made field goal over the top. Nice play by them.
Kenrich, there's another block, number 5, but Giddey right there to rescue the possession.
Yeah, I like that. And what, you get 19 points off those 15 turnovers?
Mathurin, boy, he is smooth. And Giddey fighting amongst the tall timber inside.
How did he come up with it?
And then it right back to Shea. Well, the fact that he's 6'8", 6'9" out there, and that is a tremendous advantage.
Absolutely.
Oh. Those two are a big reason why this Indiana team is game over 500 with Halliburton. There's a floater by Giddey.
I'll use that nice little floater.
Field has been quiet, but Neesmith not very quiet on that drive and dunk. Really disruptive. Field has been disruptive on him. Another three from the outside, and so Indiana, after that ice-cold start to the game, Michael.
That's the kind of start they had in that second quarter. The Thunder answered that.
Have you seen that before?
Yeah.
There it is. Now it's Giddey's turn. He's open. The exact same play.
Good job. His body was away from that play.
Kenrich steps into it. And it comes right back to him. Kept his pivot foot down. Floats it up. That time Turner couldn't block it either. Shea gave it up. Oh, now his turn. Look at the ball. Whipping over to the outside. Kenrich Williams pays it off as he splashes it home from three.
And that's just one of those ones the coaches, work on. Look, I know we're not going to always be perfect.
Oh, and J-Dub had to step on Mathurin, and all of a sudden,
just taking what the defense is giving them and making that extra pass.
So Indiana trying to take away those driving lanes of Shea, so he flashes in the paint, and that has been a play that the Thunder have used. Well, Indiana has started to string together some empty trips on the offensive end, and it leads to this, a wide open three. J-Dub right down the pipe.
Then the team that plays the fastest in the association, the Pacers are on those fast break points.
It is 14 consecutive until that layup.
Despite the Pacers having some limited success with that zone defense.
Duarte, nobody there to protect the rim. George got a free lane right to the rim. But it's Indiana with the quick strike back the other way. And this is one of the downsides of moving so quickly. They're rushing their shots. They're not getting very good shots. Shea, once again inside, Jay Will shows the touch. Ends up in the hands of SGA. He'll scoop it right to Wiggins. Oh, the contact and the foul. It has been all OKC in the third quarter. Plus 14 so far. Shot clock under 3. And Duarte drills it from deep.
It's a good looking shot for him, too. He had nowhere to go. Just made a tough shot.
Former Oregon Duck, and Shea with the step back. How about that? His game grow, expand, develop. So unselfish plays like tonight, and Indiana. Ray Mann, Josh Giddey, Kenrich Williams, Aaron Wiggins, and Darius Baisley as the Thunder have put the work in up to this point. With a lot of plays like that, you can add another assist.
Out getting a guy in that middle of the floor free throw line, it just opens up, and you can make a pass, you can drive. That time he drove. So that, you've done a good job of cracking the code of that zone defense.
Ever since the midway point of the second quarter, they've analyzed, dissected, and completely broken down.
So, I know the assist numbers are outstanding with 32 right now. How about again, 33 as I was talking, on both ends of the floor.
A lot of elements of that road trip continuing here tonight in this quick game at Paycom Center. And Mark Daigneault's going to call a timeout.
Celtic coach as well, but here's the thing about Chris Ford, and it's a big loss for the NBA family to anytime lose,
Making a little noise. It's a 12-2 run. Giddey off the pass from J-Dub, and they'll float right into it. Thunder will take it, trying to squash. There's another turnover from Joe. See what he does here. Lobs it up. Wiggins caught it. Kept it from going out of bounds, and then the redirect home. It's clean. He's going to put pressure all night long. Wiggins stops it off. There is Giddey. Oh, he'll use the left hand. Nobody there to...
And they're passing the basketball at the rate of 38 assists on 44 made field goals.
There's a jam as Mark Daigneault's going to call the TO. A rare miss on the night from Isaiah Joe. It has just been fun to watch him shoot.
I love the fact that Kenrich was a big part of what they were trying to do, not only to exploit the zone defense by getting it out to the middle.